What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Friday, the 13th of September, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to talk about what I am now ready to say is my number one platform. I think this has me the most excited about what the future could be. I feel the worst about not getting involved sooner. I've never had a platform made me feel so like, man, I should have got involved sooner. And those are more for personal reasons than it is like the actual opportunity itself. Even though the opportunity that I could have had was it was freaking phenomenal what I could have done. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that, but we are here to talk about the future of this platform. What we're excited about, at least. We don't know all the things that are coming in the future, but we do know some of the things that have been talked about. I'm not going to talk about all of them. What I do want to redirect everyone to is the Telegram group, ladies and gentlemen. Get in this Telegram group if you for no other reason but to get into the actual Movequest Telegram group. Make sure you get into the Telegram group so you can get that information. I do believe that Movequest, what is right now Getfit mining, is the most impressive platform that I have seen to date. And it has the opportunity to be honestly the most life-changing platform that I have seen to date. And I'm talking about both financially and physically. One of the leaders, Herschel Crow, I might be butchering the quote, but he does say this is like the perfect mix of health and wealth put together. I'm just like, I'm blown away by what it has done. We're going to test some things out today live here. So hopefully you don't, mind this being a longer video. And of course, I want to start by saying these are just my experiences. Of course, I'm just talking about the way that I see these. These are my opinions. I took the risk to be involved, but I honestly have been more impressed by this platform than any other platform that I've seen. And I just want to be able to talk about it, right? I'm not trying to convince anybody to do it, but I am given the opportunity to talk about my own journey. Before we get started, I want to remind everyone, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, all right? I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I am cranking it out in many different platforms and opportunities, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, and please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, nothing I can do to help you. All right, stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. What I want to do right now, I don't think that I've ever done this. I'm actually going to go through this Getfit mining presentation slide that I do have. And I do think that it will get us a good gist of what this is for those of you that don't quite understand what it is. And we'll move through it kind of quickly for those of you that may just be trying to get into more of the nuts and bolts. But what I want to do is I want to share with you guys what this is just really quickly. I want to see if I can't get this up real quick. All right, keynote, boom. Boom. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So Getfit mining, of course, this is what it's starting off as. We're in the midst of seeing it rebrand itself into Movequest. Okay. So this is just for informational purposes. I just want to share this with you. But right now, if you were to get into this today, you'd still be seeing some Getfit mining stuff. All right. So it goes through a couple health facts. It talks about heart disease and cancer are the two top causes of death in America. 67%, 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. And 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal healthy lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. Of course, tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are top reasons for disease in America. All right. Those are just the facts. But this is the pitch. Are you tired of shelling out money for the gym? All right, so now it's like the implication, like, okay, well, is it a gym membership savings or something like that? No, no. Am I going to get paid to work out without being in the gym? Possibly. It sounds more like that, right? And then it has this video, of course, tired of shelling out. I don't even know if y'all can hear that. But this is just a short video that kind of goes into, hold on, the actual you guys can take the time to watch this video on your own. I didn't want to jump into a video. I thought this was a slide, so I apologize. But all these videos and stuff are going to be in the Telegram group. So, you know, even better videos than this, honestly. But this is just to share with you what it is, kind of. All right, so I want to go to the next slide. All right, so it's talking about walking. Now, a lot of you may have heard of what this is already, but let's just talk about the benefits of walking. So just 30 minutes of walking every day can increase cardiovascular fitness, strengthen your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. Now, I want to share just a personal note. When I started back on my workout journey and trying to lose some weight, I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life right now. For those of you that didn't know, I've been on this journey for about a year now, just on and off with the working out and trying to get my eating habits right and different things of that nature, trying to get the perfect mix to get down to where I felt was where I wanted to be, the ideal place for me. And how I started was just by going on walks. I didn't want to like run. I didn't want to do that. And it's crazy I say that now because now I'm literally going on 3 to 6 mile runs, which is nuts. All right, so I don't suggest that to anybody, but it's starting off from walking. And it really just started up walking on the treadmill uphill for about 10, 15 minutes, just getting a good sweat. All right. So that's just a personal story, but reduce risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and some cancers. All right. Physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. I am not your doctor, but this is just what this says. Adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity gain some health benefits. All right. So as you can see, I do a lot of my presentations just about exclusively sitting down in a chair. All right. So it's becoming more important to me to get up. All right. The more you move, the more you mine. All right. So this is what this is doing. Your health is your wealth. This is mining a coin called MQT. Our proof of activity is on the blockchain and it is mining MQT. All right. That is why we're getting these steps in 20,000 steps being capped. And some of you have seen it already. What is it? 4,000 calories, I believe it is. 8 hours of sleep. How often are you getting paid to sleep? You're earning and mining MQT from sleeping. 10 miles in some sort of walking or exercise, 2 hours of workouts, right? These are things that is counting steps. This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been amazing. I've had the opportunity to test this stuff now. So I've not only had the opportunity to test it, test the app itself, what's out right now, test the ability to swap MQT is what we're about to do, hopefully in this video. I haven't done that yet, which is, I want to upgrade my Lennies. But what I have been able to do is, get acclimated to the Avalanche blockchain, which is really no different than the Tron or the Ethereum blockchain. Really, it's just, its own blockchain, right? And this is going to be on several different blockchains. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So let's keep going. Fitness track on your mobile phone. As you can see, this is kind of what the app looks like at the bottom. If you have Android phones, if you have Google Fit on your Android, of course, Apple Health is what is used on Apple phones. There is a whole support group that is helping people get devices, not get them, but at least let you know what devices is eligible. But to make it easy for the Apple users like myself, and I can only kind of talk about what I'm doing, but I'm an Apple user. I have my Apple Watch on right now. All right. I've never kept this thing more charged in my life. I'm usually always letting it die. As a matter of fact, right now, I ought to put it on the charger while I'm not walking around and doing stuff so it can get some life and be back on my wrist so I can get whatever amount of steps I need. I think I got 2,000 more steps before I'm at 20,000 for the day. And it's only 5 p.m. All right. So I could probably get that in with a nice little walk in the evening. But anyway, it's tracking your physical activity already. So you might as well get paid for it, right? Getfit Mining DApp is an app that turns fitness into fortune. Move to earn, bridging the gap in a revolutionary way between digital and fitness. All right. Now, this is one thing that I haven't talked about before, but I think it's important because there are some competitors out there, right? I've heard of Sweatcoin, haven't quite heard of Steppin, but I haven't been involved in any of them. All right. So I consider myself spoiled. This is my first opportunity, right? And the biggest thing that stuck out to me was these two companies had some sort of centralization towards them, right? They had some type of way that they had a centralized relationship. This project is 100% on the blockchain. All right. This is 100% decentralized. Nobody runs it. It has developers and different things of that nature. But it is pretty much run by us. Its success is based on us and our physical activity. And the things about this is I was already getting active anyway. So why I'm kicking myself was because for the whole time I've been active and getting my steps in and walking and doing miles and running, I could have been getting paid for it. And I wasn't. All because I didn't take the time to understand how to just get involved and how to operate on the Avalanche blockchain, how to get Avalanche and all that different stuff. It's no different than any other crypto that we've ever used, with the exception that I have to use Google Chrome and MetaMask. All right. That's my preferred way. Of course, there are some other ways. I think Trust Wallet is another way. I use MetaMask right there on my desktop, which works great for me. And I use MetaMask on my phone when I'm, just checking on stuff, right? But anyway, this Getfit mining is 100% decentralized, while STEPN and Sweatcoin are not. All right. Proof of physical activity mining offers the most comprehensive self-sustaining ecosystem. And that's another thing. This is proving itself to be a self-sustaining ecosystem. Now, a lot of people are saying to the price, because the price did high at $127 after being $1, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think you guys understand. I don't think you guys understand. There's going to be ebbs and flows, right? Price is going to go up and down, right? But oh my goodness, people are starting to complain because it got down to $90, but it's been stabilizing right there in between 90 and 100 and hasn't dropped all the way down. People are selling. There's a reason for that. You want to know the reason? Get on a Zoom call. I don't want to go into the reason right now because I don't even fully understand it. But Lynette does a great job explaining it. Herschel Crow and the team, Kenneth, oh my gosh, they do such a great job. So shout out to them. I don't know if they'll ever see this video, but just shout out to them for all the work that they're doing, helping people get into this opportunity. They talk about the sleep benefits. I think most of us understand that sleep is important. Getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, and helps blood sugar consistent, or keep it consistent. All right. Lowers your risk of serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease. And for those of us skin folk out there, for those of you that don't know what skin folk is, folks that look like me. All right. We understand that these problems are very prevalent in our community. I'm going to be very upfront about it. All right. Some of the things that we eat, some of the lack of activity that we have in our lives, we sit around and, well, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I know that's not going to be me. I know I've watched a lot of sitting around in my life by folks that probably could have been motivated by something like this. I know today, and this was actually yesterday, I got out of my car and I was getting ready to walk in my apartment building. And I said, you know what? I got some steps to get. I don't have anything, like crazy nice on. I got some comfortable shoes that I already work out in. I just slipped them on. Let me go for a walk. That walk turned into a light jog, which turned into a 3-4 mile run. And I didn't plan on that to happen. All right. I really didn't. It just this kind of thing motivated me to go and do that extra work. And I think that there's a lot of people that could be motivated by this. If they were getting paid, if they were figuring out how to earn a living from this, I think there is huge benefit to something like this. And it's proven to work. It's working. It's already changing people's lives. The people that got in when it was $1 and were accumulating MQT, you think they care that this thing is at $90 right now? No, it's already changed their life because they decided to go and change their life first. They decided that they were going to take a leap of faith first and jump into something that may have been unconventional, may have not made sense. You may have been just trusting a person that you trust, or whatever the case may be, whatever got you here, wherever's going to get you here. I don't know what it is. But what I'm here to say is that what got me here is the opportunity that this presents. And of course, I was one of those that watched it go from, and I think I just froze my own screen there, but I watched it go from like $20, $30 to $100. And I got in around 60. I was like, no, I can't miss it. I can't miss this. I can't miss this. I got to get in. I'm already getting my steps in. I'm going to figure out how to get my Apple Watch to sync and all this stuff. And it's so easy. It's really not that complicated, y'all. Let me stop the share just really quickly. I'm going to jump right back in because my camera is tripping. All right, here we go. All right, jumping back over here now. But you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, this kind of thing has motivated people to get back moving. All right. People are talking about on these calls, they're losing weight. They're more active than they ever been. And I can say the same thing. I'm more active than I ever been right now. I've never, I tell people I'm turning into my dad. He used to take these long runs. So anyway, this is what the step counter kind of looks like in your app. All right. You know, I haven't really even dove into some of this stuff right here where it starts talking about the active ratio, active steps, intensity, total, how intense the total steps and intensity tiers are computed for mining. Steps are categorized into intensity tiers denoted as T1, T2, T3, and T4. All right. And that's kind of me reading on the actual app here. And I'll pull that up in a little bit. I'm just moving through the presentation, but this counts steps. All right. The more you move, the more you mine. All right. Steps, distance, workouts, calories, and sleep. All of these things that are already being tracked by your smart device, your Apple device, your Android, Samsung, whatever the case may be, it's already getting tracked. You might as well be getting paid for it, right? That's my stance anyway. Managed by smart contracts. Can't get better than that. Now, who's really doing 20,000 steps a day? I think this is motivating more people to get to 20,000 steps a day than ever. I used to hear about the effects that 10,000 steps would get you. All right. So I was hearing that, 10,000 steps a day, if you're getting 10,000 steps a day, you're moving and grooving. You're doing your thing. Right. So tier 1 is less than 60 steps per minute. Tier 2 is more than 60 steps per minute. Tier 3 is more than 80 steps per minute. And tier 4 is more than 100 steps per minute. So, of course, it can tell when you're running. All right. It can tell when you're running. As a matter of fact, my app, and I can show you guys this later on in the video, I didn't even realize this until I just seen this. All right. Obviously, to get these higher mining boosts, we're talking about 10, 20, 30% mining boosts. If you're getting more steps in a minute, that obviously means you're running or you're moving faster. You're getting the steps in quicker, right? Now, not saying it's not going to incentivize that steps that you take already, but you're going to get a boost for getting more steps in a minute. And that's pretty awesome. All right. I didn't even realize that till I just went through this. All right. And I think if I would have seen this before being involved, I don't think that I would have understood what I just read. So anyway, let's keep on moving. Distance. All right. 10 miles max distance. All right. You can only go 10 miles. All right. So those of you that like to ride or run more than 10 miles in a day, it's going to be capped at 10 miles. That's all you can get. All right. But all good. 10 miles is a lot for some people. Workouts, 2 hours max time. You know what's been really fun? The fact that dancing is a workout. Dancing is a workout on your Apple Watch. So if you get an Apple Watch, you have an Apple device, if you want to have a little dance party in your room for 2 hours, that counts as a 2-hour workout. And it's counting calories. It's doing all of that stuff. Now, for those of you that are already doing other workouts, of course, all the other workouts that are in the Apple Watch, and I only kind of speak for the Apple Watch because that's what I have, but all the other workouts in there count as workouts. So whether you're rowing or biking or swimming or anything like that, they all count, right? So that's pretty cool. 2 hours, it's incentivizing you to get 2 hours of working out in. Of course, you may not get there every day. I don't get there every day, but I like the challenge of trying, right? Calories, it's already tracking your calories. Total calories burned are computed for mining 2,000 to 4,000 max calories. All right. So listen, don't try to get more than 4,000 calories. All right. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I have heard that it's not that healthy to be burning more than 4,000 calories and you're not putting calories back into your body. All right. So make sure you're doing what is best for your body. If you have to consult a doctor, go and do that. But do what's best for your body. All right. And sleep 8 hours max. This is the one I have the hardest time with because I honestly only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I'm either up playing a game or something like that. But one thing that's cool about the iPhone is that I can set a sleep schedule. So it'll start to put my phone in do not disturb and different things of that nature that keeps my mind away from the phone. So while I've had it in this, I've actually, been able to get a few more hours of sleep. So I've gone from around 4 hours of sleep to about 6 hours of sleep just by not using my phone. All right. Just leaving my phone alone, just putting it to the side and not being distracted by that. But we're getting paid to sleep. All right. 8 hours max, of course. And that's not my best trait. But anyway, getting started with Getfit. Smartphone fitness tracker is optional for the iPhone users. I must say right now it is on test flight. Okay. You have to get test flight first. The information is in my Telegram group. You got to get test flight first and then go back to the link on the app for the app and then get the app. All right. So once you have test flight, then you can get the app and it will work just fine. You get your miners. Of course, this is done in MetaMask. All of the information to get set up is in the Telegram group that's in the description. But I highly suggest that everyone get on some of these calls that they're having because they're having them every day. And this is the perfect way to not only for you to learn how to do this, but if you got a community, if you got folks that are with you, if you got people that are excited about something like this, if you got a community of people that are already working out and you just want to be that bridge to them and getting paid through blockchain opportunities, I think that you guys should really get on these calls. Now, I don't have the bandwidth to help all these people like Herschel does. All right. I'll just be upfront and say that. But they are some of the most awesome leaders between my upline, CPMD, Quentin Bradford, shout out to him, to all the different people that are involved. Kenneth, shout out to Kenneth. I've already said these people, Herschel Crow, all these folks. And even Lynette jumps on Wednesdays, and she helps to explain what's going on in the community, even drop some cool stuff. They dropped a video on us the other day about some of the rebranding stuff that they're doing. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm wrapping. You can get on Android, Google Fit, iOS, Apple Health. Those are the ones that work the best. Unlocked. You get your Getfit miners, and then, of course, you unlock the mining docs with MQT. How do you get MQT? Well, you have to get Avalanche on the Avalanche chain in your MetaMask wallet. That's what I'm using. All right, that's what I use. Get that Avalanche in there. I have just done a conversion with my Exodus. Y'all know I'm an Exodus guy. I did some Bitcoin with Exodus, turned it into Avalanche, sent it over there. I did a conversion between Exodus and MQT. Because of the link that goes on when you sign up and you get on MetaMask and you're on Google Chrome or even on your phone. If you're on the browser, if you use the link, make sure you're using the link on your MetaMask browser. All right. That is very, very important. If you get the link from the description, make sure if you're going to do the mobile way, you go ahead and get the MetaMask browser. Make sure you're on the Avalanche chain and you do it that way. All right. Any activity is getting, what does that say? I'm getting blocked here by my own face. But I'm going to say that's getting tracked or it's getting counted or something like that. More activity you have, the higher earnings. All right. So now I haven't seen some of these other things that they have on here. But you see Getfit and Vroom and Glow and USR and GFAM. Now, I don't know what's to come. I don't know, but I know this is in the presentation for right now. So who knows what can happen. I know they have a lot of things that they're excited about launching, and this can be the ecosystem for all the different things that they want to bring. But right now it is just getting moving, getting fit and being excited about that. Walking on the street or indoors, hiking, running, casual activity, and sleep, any sports and charity is number 6. So that's awesome as well. Self-sustaining ecosystem. All right. So they start to talk about that self-sustaining ecosystem. For a crypto project to succeed and be resilient in the face of market fluctuations, it must develop a self-sustaining ecosystem. This involves having robust business models, intrinsic token utility, and sustainable community incentives beyond mere speculation. Projects that fail to establish such foundations are more likely to experience volatility and potentially collapse as speculative bubbles burst or when initial fundings run out. All right, so the Getfit tokens are mined. There's no pre-sale and no investor seed money. All right. Now, if we were to go to CoinMarketCap, they've got 4 point some million in liquidity right now. So with no pre-sale and all that stuff going on, and this is being minted or mined, I'm sorry, that's a pretty awesome thing. And our physical activities was mining it. That's awesome. Getfit mining is built around a self-sustaining ecosystem, imbalance and liquidity pools. I'm not sure if this is some stuff exited out here, but all of that to be said, there's a self-sustaining ecosystem at play here. I highly suggest everyone get on some of these calls so it can be better explained by the folks that have been in here, not by me or this presentation. We're just kind of going through what the slides were. We don't necessarily have updated slides just yet. Maybe somebody that's seeing this has updated slides and they'll share it with me, and I'll get to do another video with some updated slides. We're using what we got right now. Self-sustaining ecosystem. And of course, I'm only going to talk about the things that I've experienced myself, right? So evolving and upgrading miners, that's something that I have had the opportunity to do at least one of them. All right. We've gotten the miners. We're just trying to figure out how to upgrade them now. All right. Submit your proof of physical activity. We have done that on the Getfit mining app. It has been easy. I must say that you must have some Avalanche in the app wallet. All right. For the transaction fees. As long as you got that, you know, you're good to go. Claim mining rewards. We've tried that. We've done that, and we've been able to maneuver it. And that's been awesome. It's right there in my MetaMask. Unlock mining dock slots. We've unlocked all 7 that are available to us. And we do hear that more will be available in the coming months or years. Who knows? I don't know exactly when. But to have the opportunity to have even more mining slots to earn even more is pretty awesome. Challenges and events. I'm so excited about that. You know, there's going to be so much competitive energy in the air, and y'all just know I love a good competition. And of course, the ability to lease miners. All right. For those of you that buy Lenny miners that aren't being used in your docking slots, maybe they can be leased out to other folks at, you know, maybe a lesser price with lesser capabilities. I don't know what the case may be. But I've heard a lot of good things about the opportunity to do that. This was just a slide talking about on DexSwap, or is this DexSwap or Dex Screener? I think it's Dex Screener that's called. This was back when it was at $4.43. And this is funny. This is funny to me right now because I could have probably got in at this time and been earning MQT at this time. And this was back when the liquidity was at 489,000. All right. Pretty impressive what it's done since then. It's at 4 million now. It's at 4 million. Does it have a date on here somewhere? Where's the date? Some of you might even know exactly where the date is because you've been a user of this. For July. There we go. I'm looking at July 24th down there. All right. July 24th down there in the trade history. Of course, we are now in September. And, you know, it just is what it is. We've seen it go up. Now, that was at $6. This was at $6, and this is at August 17th. August 17th, ladies and gentlemen, it was at $6. $6. $6. It is now at $90+ dollars. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Mint fee, direct sales commissions. They do have some commissions and stuff like that. I think I have a better slide for that. Here are the different miners that you will see. I have primary Lennies right now, but you not even, I don't even think I just have Lennies right now. You go from Lenny to primary, primary to ultra, ultra to alpha, alpha to omega, and it increases your mining power. All right. So this is just a short little way to describe what it's going to cost to get you there. Of course, this is the equivalent of MQT. So whatever $30 of MQT, $40, $60, $100. Now, some of these, I think even Lenny's now cost $50. I'm not sure if this reflects that. But these are going to, as the community grows, these are going to continue to gain in price. So these may not even be the prices right now, quite honestly, but this is what is going to be kind of expected. As you go through the evolution process, each one is going to cost a little more. And then when you evolve 2 of those Lennies all the way through, then you can get an Omega. And it really kind of gamifies the process. So it's pretty cool. Coming soon, of course, we said this, leasing your miners. Lesser lists miners to the leasing dock. Lesser sets the leasing fee of the miner, so you can choose what the leasing fee is of the miner. The leasee mines and submits their proof of physical activity. So the person that's out there, they're doing their thing, getting their proof of physical activity, and the leasee claims the mining reward. All right. The lessor lists the miner to the leasing dock. Lessor sets the leasing fee, and that's what they get. And then the leasee gets to claim the mining rewards, and the lessor claims their leasing fee. All right. 40% of the in-app fee to lease miners provides liquidity, 10%, something I can't see behind those words. So anyway, that might even be getting too deep and too far. But honestly, guys, this is one of the most amazing opportunities that I've seen in a long time. Is giving us an opportunity to not only start being more active, start getting better sleep, start having better lifestyle changes and habits, right? But we're getting paid for that. All right. What better incentive is that? All right. So one thing that I want to jump into is I want to jump into the actual back office in Google Chrome. All right. So the reason I use Google Chrome is because it has MetaMask browser, and it's very important to have MetaMask browser because the extension is what I'm talking about. All right. So in the extension, right, if I go to my tokens, the amount of MQT that I have right now, I'm going to see if I can share this with you guys. All right, there we go. We share that. So I've got like 6 cents of Avalanche right now, right? And I need to get some more, okay? But I've got 1.19334 of MQT, all right? I want to turn this MQT into USDT, all right? I'm already on the Avalanche mainnet seed chain, so I'm not worried about this. I'm just going to turn it into what I want it to be. We're going to do the max, and it's going to give me quotes. Now, what this already tells me, all right? Now, I do need to buy more AVAX, so I got to handle that before I do anything else. But what this tells me is that it's going to allow me to turn MQT into USDT. Now, I think that was one of people's biggest concerns. If I'm earning this token and coin, how easy is it to be able to turn it into something that I can actually withdraw? There are plenty of people trading this thing. There are plenty of people. The only reason I'm not trading right now is because I don't have enough Avalanche in my MetaMask wallet, and I can fix that. You know, all I got to do is move some money over. Well, the way I would do it is I have some money in Exodus. I turn it into Avalanche in Exodus, right? I need at least $100 worth. That's going to send over, and that'll be plenty of Avalanche to do plenty of transactions on here, hopefully. All right. Another place that you need Avalanche is, of course, in your actual app itself. All right. So I want to go into the app. I'm going to see if I can't pull this up on AirPlay because I don't have my cable on me right now. I'm going to see if I can't pull this up on the AirPlay. So you guys can kind of see the application. All right. It's a pretty cool application that they've got going on here. And I was just on my steps, right? So I'm already at 18,000 steps for the day. I did a lot, you know, a cool little almost 7 miles. I walked to my destination because I needed to be there at 10 o'clock on the dot. So I timed it out, walked there. And then I had to get back by, and this was 3 miles away. I had to get back by before 11 o'clock. All right. Because I had an appointment that was, you know, pushed back because I did make it before 11 o'clock. Anyway, it was really kind of cool to just get that knowledge while I was doing this video on the steps, right? And how they are categorized into T1, T2, T3, and T4. So, of course, 5,000 of those steps are like regular steps. T2s are a little bit different, but those T3 and T4 steps, I've got 11,000 T4 steps a day. And that's because I was running, all right? That's because I was running back home. I did a nice 3+ mile run back home. So that was something that I was pretty shocked to just learn. But anyway, calories, you know, I'm already at the brink for calories. We've gotten our miles in for the day. We've gotten a little workout in for the day. Like I said earlier in the video, I struggle with the sleep thing. You know, we'll get that down. But I'm earning for that, ladies and gentlemen. When I go to earning, I've already done my submissions for the past couple days. I have 4 that are available to claim. I did a claim a few days ago. I think what I was getting to was at the top right in this wallet, you want to make sure that you have some Avalanche in this wallet. All right. It's very, very important to have some Avalanche in this wallet so that you can do the transactions that you need to do. So when I go here and I want to claim, right, if I want to submit a claim, it's already telling me right here at the bottom, the claim fee is 0.005 plus 0.242132 Avalanche. All right. So if I'm going to my Exodus wallet, right? And let's just say I'm scrolling down and I go to Avalanche and I want to know how much that is. So Avalanche is $24 right now, right? I think if we were looking at it, I mean, dang, I need a I need an avalanche address now. Anyway, y'all kind of get the point. So you can go to your avalanche. You can type in an avalanche address. It can even be the one that you're sending this to. So right, I can go back here and copy this address, type it in here, allow the paste. And of course, it says to start a transaction, you need AVAX. So I got to go and get some Avalanche. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? You need some Avalanche in this wallet here. It's very, very important so that you can do transactions. I have also even found it easier to load my Lennies here in the application. So I was having a little bit of issue with the MetaMask having enough Avalanche, but I had enough Avalanche here in the application. So when I went in here and I went to my, I think it's dashboard, and I go to doc, these are where all my Lennies were stored. I was trying to learn how to upgrade a Lenny. So what I did learn is that you need to remove the Lenny from the doc. You have to unstake the Lenny from the doc and make it unactive. Then you can upgrade it, right? So here's the Lenny, you know, and we're gonna ready to upgrade these bad boys. But what we've been blessed to be able to do is we've been able to achieve all of these Lennies so far just from the earnings of what we've been doing in Getfit and just earning the MQT. Yes, I've had to put in some Avalanche to do that process, but I'm not worried about that. That was a part of learning the system. So I was happy to learn that part. But it's just been an exciting journey so far. They have customer support Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. They have their mining blitz. And I do believe that Brandon Ivy, shout out to Brandon. I know he's sick, I had heard, and he's taking a few days off, but he does a great presentation as well. So shout out to him. The information is right there. But quite honestly, guys, this has been an amazing thing. One thing that I will say is make sure your data sources are where you want them to be. So if you are a person that takes your watch off before you go to sleep, right? I have my sleep set to my phone. So if my watch is dead or something like that, I know my phone's always going to be on. And when I put this phone aside and it's not doing anything, it's accumulating sleep. So that's great. But if I know I want my steps, calories, distance, workouts, all this different stuff that my Apple Watch gets and that my phone may have a hard time getting, I'm going to use my Apple Watch. I'm going to use that device. I'm going to use that wearable. So you definitely want to make sure that your data sources are coming from the right place. What worked the best for me personally on my Apple Watch and my iPhone is having my data source as my Apple Watch. And then, of course, my data source for my steps, calories, distance, and workouts for my Apple Watch, and the data source for my sleep from my phone. All right, that has worked the best for me. Of course, the running app sponsored by Adidas is on there because it is an active app that I use to work out. All right. So it also is counting steps and calories, distance, and all that different stuff. So a lot of different things that you can use. So don't be freaked out if you see that back there. You also want to make sure that you authorize the check on health permissions. All right. Very, very important. I'm just so excited about what this opportunity is giving us. I actually could claim these for right now. I'm not going to claim it just now, just yet. What I'm going to do is work on getting some Avalanche into the right places so that I can upgrade some of these Lennies into primaries and start earning even more mining power. One thing that I did get a chance to see, and I pasted this in my notes section. So bear with me for this looking the way that it does. But let me see if I can stop the share real quick and bring it up on my phone. All right. And I thought this was really good. I'm going to post this in my Telegram group as well. But somebody made it very, very simple to know how much you're going to need if you want to upgrade all the way to primary, wherever it is that you want to be, right? And I think this is very, very key because it does get a little bit confusing when you're trying to do the conversion between Avalanche and MQT and all that different stuff. You definitely want to have some USDT, and you definitely want to have it on the Avalanche chain and MetaMask. So, you know, if you need to watch a video on that, there's plenty of videos on YouTube. There's a how-to section in the Telegram group is just awesome that Movequest has. So make sure you get in it. All right. So let's go ahead and get on this AirPlay just really quickly so I can show you guys this, and then we'll move on to the Telegram group, because I really like you guys to see the Telegram group. And those of you that have been watching this video for as long as we've been talking, shout out to you. All right. Y'all are real troopers. I know this is a long one, but I just got to get this out. Because of course, with this being a platform that I'm stating right now is my #1 platform, I think it's so important to just get it all out. And then you can move forward from there. And whoever can stomach it can stomach it. Whoever can't. It is what it is. I'm excited. You ain't gonna dull my excitement. All right. So it went like this. All right. To get all Omegas is $880 of MQT and $3,340 worth of USDT. Then get $100 first of gas fees and AVAX. Total, you want $4,430 with gas fees added. All right. So that's all that you would need to get all of your get all of your docking slots. Sounds like get all up to all your Lennies to Omegas is going to take a total of $4,430 with gas fees added. Evolution costs, of course, they just labeled in $50 per Lenny, $50 per Lenny to primary, $40 per primary to ultra, $60 per ultra to alpha, and $100 per alpha to omega. Minor percentages, Lennies are at 50%, primaries are at 100%, ultras are at 125, alphas are at 175, and omegas are at 300%. So of course, everybody wants to be at the omega. Might be the best example of a slow grind to omega, because I don't have that 4,000 just jump right in there and just dump it on in there. We've dealt with some platforms that have went away on us. So it's been just exciting to be actually a part of the climb in this. I'm feeling getting out the mud type energy for me. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. If you got it, you don't have to do that. You can go ahead and jump right in. Cost to get 7 to each level, including opening docks. So 7 Lennies is $530. So I've got 7 Lennies. I'm a good example of a person that just kind of started off with a Lenny, did the work. You know, I shared it with a few people. I think I only have 3 teammates right now. So I'm not like a whole bunch of people haven't signed up with my link, but 3 people have. Shout out to those 3 people. 7 primaries is $888 or $880. 7 ultras is $1,160. 7 alphas, $1,580, and 7 omegas, $4,380. All right. Each amount if you went from nothing to all in each level. All right. So if you went from nothing to all ultras, it's $1,160. Each amount if you went from so if you started with nothing and minted and evolved up to 7 omegas, $4,380 plus the gas fees. I didn't calculate those. Keep in mind, anyone can get started with just a free dock, which they do give you 1 free dock and a $50 Lenny. All right. So you get your free dock and you get a $50 Lenny. You're out there mining at 50%. You're getting started. You're getting your levels in. You're mining MQT. You know, you submit. You know, some people say wait that 10 days. If you're a person that's an omega and you've got like 5 omega, like you've got like 5 watches on your wrist or whatever, you may be one of those people that withdraws every day. You know, this is one of those things though that, you know, mining the MQT is what's the most valuable thing. Accumulating that MQT. We've seen what it can do. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I really want everyone that is interested in this, don't just take my word for it and just jump in. Get in the Telegram group and listen to the Zoom calls. Like I have spent the last 2 or 3 days just listening to Zoom calls at night. Just hearing these guys talk, hearing the testimonials, which brings me to my next thing. I know this video has been long enough, but I want to jump into Telegram just really quickly and show you guys my Movequest group, and then we're going to jump into the main Movequest group, which is accessible from my Movequest group, all right? And I want it to be that way because I wanted everyone to have that access. I think it's very, very important, all right? So let's jump into mine. Of course, I posted in here today. If you have any questions or answers, hop on at the top of the hour. This was before 2 o'clock, the 2 o'clock getting started Q&A. They have these because they're on a Project 10K run. We are not even at 10,000 members in this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine 10,000 members just getting out there and being active? And I know there's 10,000 people in the world getting active every day, but they're not getting paid for it. They're not getting paid on the blockchain. Some of them aren't because they don't want to go through the learning curve that it takes to learn all this stuff. And while I get that and understand that and was there, I made a decision that I am not going to miss out on this no more. So whatever minimal thing I had to learn and made videos I had to watch or whatever I had to do, I was going to do it. And the beautiful thing about it is there was plenty of support if I ever needed it. All right. And while I may not be the best guy to support a community on my own, what I can say is that Herschel Crow and Kenneth and all those folks that give on a day-to-day basis to this project on jointhemovementum.com. All right. Make sure y'all get on these calls. Tonight, there's one at 9 p.m., I do believe. No, I'm sorry, no Friday night overview. Sorry, so no Friday night. There's no Friday night overview tonight. All right, but there's plenty of these calls that I have posted that they have recorded. I put them in the Telegram group, right? They're all right here. Join the Movementum. I've been posting in here, how to, get fit mining. Right now is Getfit Mining. They're moving to Movequest. What I'm trying to find right now is that Telegram group here. I want to find the Telegram. I have it pinned, so I can just click on the pinned messages until I get there. Is this it? I know I pinned it. I had to have pinned it. If I didn't, I'm about to pin it right now because it's very, very important. Did I not? Here we go. It's all the way at the top. All right. And this needs to be pinned. So let me go ahead and it is pinned. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and post it again. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to post this in the group again. All right. It's very, very important. Join this Telegram group for support. So let's get in here and show you why I think it's important to get in here. All right. They have a support section. All right. Anything that you may be concerned about, you can drop it in here and they are actually responding to you directly. All right. It's pretty cool. Motivation. People are posting their motivational posts and the price of NQT. We talked about in the video earlier for that presentation slide. It was at $4 and $6. It's at $92 right now. All right. 92 bucks. People are getting out there, getting their steps in, sharing their stories. A lot of people are changing their physical lives, ladies and gentlemen. Android help. All right. Movequest is active in the Android help. All right. Apple help. Movequest is Apple in the help here. All right. Download test flights shows you how to get everything done. AVAX chat, right? You all just congratulations. Yeah, blessed to be here. Didn't realize how blessed yet. This is a post. Trying to figure out the purpose of. But anyway, the AVAX chat is here. Maybe you have questions about the Avalanche blockchain. All right. Announcements posted here. This is where I got the post that I put in my group. All right. They post their Zoom call information here, whether they have a presentation or not. All right. Herschel Crow, one of the leaders. Recordings, all the recorded Zoom calls go in the recording session. How-to videos. All right. We're talking about mint and dock your miners on the Avalanche chain. How to evolve and merge your miners. Tips on the Getfit mining app. All this different stuff. The overview is here. A setup and walkthrough on a mobile device. All of that's here. Swag and merch is coming soon. Who knows when, but it's coming. It says security and scammers, just to keep you up on the security and what's going on in the platform. So all of that stuff is in this group. I highly suggest that if you are interested in this platform, not only do you get in that group, in my group, all right, but get in, especially if you're in my downline. If you've used my link to sign up, definitely get in that group because I'm going to be dropping some information there as we go on through this journey. But if you do nothing but get in there to get into the regular Movequest group, make sure you get into that group because it's a wealth of information. I know I've talked enough about Movequest. I don't even know how long I've been talking, but I know I need to stop. I am just excited about what Movequest is doing, what it is gonna do. And I'm not even concerned about the price of what it is right now because I already know it's poised to do. And a lot of people don't like this. A lot of people ain't gonna like that I said this. All right. but this is just what they said. Okay. So don't shoot the messenger. All right. They said that this thing mimics Bitcoin. The developer said this is like Bitcoin on steroids. Can you imagine MQT being at 13,000, 10,000? We're not even talking about 20, 30, 40, 50,000 where Bitcoin, they say Bitcoin is going to go. Can you imagine just off of our proof of physical activity, us getting out there and getting active and changing our physical lives, we are changing our fiscal lives. I think that is pretty cool. And just the opportunity has me excited. So you're not going to kill my sunshine. You can feel however you want. I feel excited about it. And until this thing proves me not, everything that's going on is on the blockchain. And it's been continuing to do its thing. All of my rewards, the MQT, the only thing that's holding me back from getting these rewards, whether I upgrade or not, I could take that $100 worth of MQT and turn it into USDT if I had an avalanche. Only thing that's stopping me is my own avalanche. All right. It's not even going to take that much avalanche. It's like 22 cents worth of avalanche. So anyway, all that being said, I'm excited, as you guys can tell. This is now my #1 platform, and I'm proud to say it. I'm sure my screen is going to freeze. Oh, it didn't freeze this time. Good. Just excited to say that. And put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you, and all of your wallets, because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. All right. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, and please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, nothing I can do to help you. All right. Stay diligent, stay vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. I will see y'all on the next one. It's your boy BOJ. Peace out.